Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are testing the test rides. I'm sorry about this video being a little bit later out. I've honestly been busy, haven't had time to upload. So we're going to test ride the Roosevelt first, which is the podium vehicle. So if you guys want to try and win this car, I'd suggest you do it now. Okay guys, so I will not lie, I do like this car, the way it performs, everything about this car is alright. I'm probably going to upgrade this car later on, but not right now. Honestly, I feel like if you're going to make this a car, you should probably make it similar to like a Valentine's Day car, but does it perform well? Yes. Does it look good? Yes, I do like the look of it. Let's move on to the next test rides, which we're actually going to get into the proper test rides of the LS car meet. Alright, so now we've got these cars here to test drive. We've got the Emperor Vulture, we've the Dominator ASP, and we have the Ennis Remus. So let's start with the Ennis Remus. Honestly, I quite like the look of this car. I might actually consider buying it. I don't know, but we'll take this thing for a test drive to see how it performs. Okay, so I will not lie. This car did take corners well at the start, but it ended up crashing into something. So it can't really take corners all that well. But would I still recommend this? I probably could. It may not take corners well, but it still looks alright. It performs alright. It's pretty fast. So yeah, I would absolutely recommend this thing. But don't buy it if it's not a necessity. It's not really that important. Alright, next we're going to take the Dominator ASP for a test drive. So this car, I think I like how it performs. It takes corners kind of weird. Like if you push it way too far, it can seem to take corners a bit sharper. So I think this car can perform pretty well. It looks alright. Maybe not right now because it's kind of scratched, but still, I would recommend this car. It's really nice looking. Out of any of the cars so far, I'd say this is probably one you might want to buy because this is a really nice looking car. It would probably look really cool when it's upgraded, but let's move on to the next one. Alright, so now we've got the Emperor Vulture. Okay, no incidents, no scratches. This car performed pretty well. I do like the look of the car. It took corners pretty well. It can take corners quite sharply, and I can't really see this car being useful in like any given scenario, but this car is a nice looking car, so if you want to upgrade this thing, I suggest you could go upgrade it. So yeah, I guess I could say buy it. It's not really an important car, but I would recommend it if you guys really, 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 really wanted it. But yeah, like I said, none of these cars really are a necessity to what you need. Let's move on to some Eon's cars. Okay, so this is the classic Broadway muscle. I really can't pronounce this thing, but let's see if this thing can actually perform it. Oh my god, it sort of can do it. Of course I can see it, but it's not going to go off the ground. Yeah, let's test this thing. Okay, guys, so this new car that got added into the game, I actually kind of like it, and I think I might actually consider buying it. So yes, I like the way it performs. Yes, I like the way it looks. I think I'm gonna buy this car, but man, I'm interested. Let me know if you guys would like me to do a review on this car. I'd be interested to know if you guys would want to see that. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so I thought I'd just prove it, and I'm gonna buy this car real quick. God, this thing costs a fortune. Alright, I think it was this garage it goes into. But just to be safe, I am gonna put it in my arcade. So that way, when I upgrade it, I can take it straight to that garage. And also, I am not gonna test drive this car right here, because it's basically the same one as the first one we test drive. So we're gonna skip that one for today. Okay, so we've got the Entity MT. Let's take this thing for a spin, shall we? Okay, guys, you don't have to be a fool to not know that you should definitely buy this car. I personally like the MTT. I know this car has had some bad reputation for when it first got released, but I like the car, okay? I like the Entity Edition cars. They all look really good. So I would recommend this car. I like the look of this car, so yeah, I'd recommend it. It looks good, it performs well, it performs really well around corners. So yeah, I would absolutely recommend this thing. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we've got the Uber mentioned Xenon Classic. So let's take this thing for a spin. I know I've destroyed it a little bit, but that's only because I wasn't really paying attention while driving here. So let's take this thing for a spin. can't say I like the way this looks, because I don't. But I can say that this thing does take corners well, but I honestly just don't like the look of it. So I'd say no, only because I base cars off of looks. But I don't know, if you guys like the way this thing looks, performs, and whatnot, I would say buy it, but I'm not gonna. I don't think this car looks that good. I mean, I can imagine what it would look like if it was fully upgraded, but nah, it's not doing it for me. I don't want to buy this. Okay, so I believe this vehicle is called the Peyote Gasser, so we're going to test this thing out. But first, before I turn off the mic and start the test drive, let's see if I can do a wheelie. Yeah, I can sort of do a wheelie, but it's not amazing. Let's test this thing out. So I know this car is cheap as chips, but I honestly would recommend this car. I do like the way it performs. Surprisingly, I thought this car was going to be trash, but I do like the car. It performs pretty well. I could also imagine this car being a Benny's vehicle. I'm not sure about that one, but I'm pretty sure it could be a Benny's vehicle. So yeah, I could recommend it. I like the way it performs. I like the way it looks, but I still won't get it. Let's move on to what I would recommend and what I would not. Okay, let's start with the cars here. Okay, so we're going to start with the Entity MT. Yep, I would recommend this. No. Yes. Yes. Only because it's a podium vehicle. Yes. So there's heaps of cars in here I would recommend, just not that one way over there. Waste of a car. Don't get it. I recommend here all of them. I can't say that I wouldn't recommend nothing, because I would recommend them all. Every single car. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Good. Bye.